Hello there, speed duelists, and welcome back to another tournament review. Today we are doing Winnerbox number 42, the tournament that concluded a few days ago in the Speed Duel League Discord server. As you can see, we had a pretty good variety of decks making it to the top 4, so let's check out the matches. First off, we had a playoff for the 4th place between the 4th and the 5th after Swiss. And the match was kind of good, so I wanted to show you guys this match. It's Otaku Egi versus Username here. Two familiar names, and Username is on the Knights deck, so the Poker Knights as well as Gearfried. So they have a pretty good opening hand. Otaku Egi is on a very typical Egi deck, although there's some Dino sauce in here, so yeah. Baby Dino is in the graveyard, and yeah, I'm just gonna set the Hyper Hammerhead, one of my favorite cards from early Speed Duel. King's Knight is summoned, that's gonna try to attack in, and that is indeed gonna run over the Hyper Hammerhead and get bounced back to the hand. Since an Earth monster was destroyed, the Calciphilia can special summon itself from the hand and send a Medora from the deck to the graveyard. Yeah. That makes sure that the Dino engine stays alive. I played some Dino Slimes myself in the past, and one of the issues was that you kind of go through your Dino engine pretty quick. So yeah, hopefully the easy Medora access can help Otaku Egi out here. Sabersaurus is normal summon, that's going to attack the Gearfried, but Kunai with Chain is going to stop that. Yeah, and the Gravekeeper's Trap will be popped. And as Calciphilia tries to attack over Gearfried, there is a Sphere Kuriboh. Yeah. Another Gearfried comes down, and yeah, the Calciphilia has pretty low defense, so that will get run over. However, Otaku Egi has another one of those, so yeah, pretty good for him. The draw for turn is Kelbeck, which is kind of like a Wall of Illusion. If it is attacked by a monster, that monster gets bounced to the hand. So very similar to Hyper Hammerhead as well. There is a central theme in this deck. Fossil Dig is going to add Sabersaurus, that gets over one Gearfried, and the Calciphilia will be stopped by the Blast with Chain, equipping onto the Gearfried. So yeah, attack goes. Yeah, the attack goes up, but that's not relevant. Blast with Chain is just going to be able to destroy the Calciphilia. Username is gonna set one of the Brick King's Knights and pass the turn. And Otaku Egi is not gonna attack this turn, they're gonna use this skill to look at the top 2 cards, add one of them to the hand, send the other to the graveyard, and looks like they will be adding another copy of Kelbeck to the hand. Now, let's see, Blast with Chain, equipped onto the Gearfried, that's gonna pop it, and that's gonna destroy the Kelbeck. And tributing the King's Knight for the Joker's Knight, here he is, the Speed Duel guy. So Joker's Knight can run over the Sabersaurus, this Gearfried can get in directly, and Otaku Egi is gonna need a good draw. Luckily they are looking into the future, and they add Man-Eater Bug from the deck to the hand. Incredible, incredible. Yeah. Username gonna run out King's Knight, and that is gonna give them the game here. Yeah, because the Joker's Knight can attack over the Kelbeck. That was the only monster that could attack over Kelbeck, so good on Username to attack with that first. Yeah, Username gets to go first, and oh, here is Joker's Knight already. DD Warrior Lady as well. And setting the Mind Crush too. Yeah. I'm not sure. No, Mind Crush cannot stop Calciphilia if the Earth monster was destroyed by battle, so yeah. Play goes back to Username, who drew another Joker's Knight, and it looks like for the Knights package they are just on a bunch of King's Knights. In the main phase still, Gravekeeper's Trap is going to activate, pitch Medora at Calciphilia, and here we're going to see the Mind Crush come in Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah. So very good of username to bring that in. And Joker's Knight is gonna attack into the Man-Eater Bug. Iconic Playground Yu-Gi-Oh card. Love to see it here in Speed Duel. Getting results in Speed Duel, apparently. Yeah. Next up, Otaku Egi gets another turn, is gonna discard Survival's End for Gravekeeper's Trap. Oh, is gonna add Calciphilia. We're about to see a massive chain reaction go off. Here is Sabersaurus attacking over the Joker's Knights. Survival End is activated, so that's gonna pop Sabersaurus. Wait, why is this Joker's Knight dying already? It shouldn't be dying yet. Yeah. So popping the Sabersaurus to special summon the baby from the deck, and that is gonna trigger Calciphilia, I was going to say, but yeah. Banishing Survival's End to destroy the baby and the Joker's Knight. So the baby triggers, and I believe Calciphilia can trigger. Opponent's card effect. Okay, so it's not that busted. It's not that busted, but still in the battle phase, Midora is gonna activate to shuffle both of the Jokers back into the deck. So not letting username recycle those, as well as sending a Calciphilia back. So Gravekeeper's Trap, Calciphilia, putting in a lot of work. Otaku Ege is gonna declare Red Eyes Gearfried for the draw for turn, but yeah, both of them are in the hand. There should be one more copy in the deck. Now the problem is, Gearfried plus Kunai with Chain is normally a strong combo, but if you have to attack over the Hyper Hammerhead, the monster goes back to the hand. In the end phase, Survival's End is gonna get banished, popping the Hyper Hammerhead and the Gearfried. And that does give username a draw of Battle City Bestie. Otaku Egi just drawing the 1900 beat stick. Is that gonna be stopped? No, it is not. Yeah, Gravekeeper's Trap gonna call Red Eyes Gearfried again, but it's not there. It's the Joker's Knight, which is an even better draw. So maybe that's what Otaku Egi should have been calling. Oh, but I'm just seeing, yeah, double King's Knight in the graveyard. Username is probably just on 2 King's Knights and not on any other, so this Joker's Knight isn't live. Yeah, just passing the turn. Yep. Goes back to Otaku Egi, who's gonna use Gravekeeper's Trap, pitch the baby to add Kelbeck. Username is thinking in the end phase, special summons the Zoma. Yeah. Otaku Egi now calling Blast with Chain for the Gravekeeper's Trap and actually hits it. Yeah. So that goes to the graveyard. In the end of the main phase, Otaku Egi is gonna discard Midora, add another Midora, yeah, thinning the deck. And immediately to end phase. Otaku Egi is now gonna go into aggressive mode, I think, trying to attack the Zoma with the Midora. And Gearfried is gonna trigger destroying the Gravekeeper's Trap. So we're finally rid of that. Username now draws Blast with Chain, safe from the Gravekeeper's Trap. It's gonna switch to attack, but not attacking, which is wise, seeing as there is a Quaking Mirror Force. Yeah, this is a super grindy matchup. We're finally gonna see Red Eyes Gearfried pop the Sabersaurus, and here is a Calciphilia coming out that can just attack. Not even popping with Gearfried, just gaining the attack from Blast with Chain. But yeah, Calciphilia can just get over it. and Otaku Egi realizing, I should have attacked the Zoma. That would have been game. That would have been game. But is it going to matter even? Swords is activated and Otaku Egi sees the Sphere Kribo set out of desperation and 1-1. Okay, this has been a pretty long one so far. I've been talking for 10 minutes, but the players have been playing for almost half an hour at this point. Looking at the opening hands, those are pretty good for both players. We again see the Mind Crush. Joker's Knight comes out, but this time the Calcifia isn't searched, so it's going to be a surprise. Yeah. Joker's Knight attacking over the Kelbeck, so getting bounced back to the hand, and here is the Calcifia, yeah, sending a copy of probably Medora to the graveyard, indeed, and a passing turn. Both players on Battle City Bestie, so they're not running out of resources anytime soon. Fossil Dick is flipped to add the Sabersaurus, and Username has the Mind Crush. How insane is that? Discarding 2 Sabersaurus. Yep. Here is a Blast with Chain. Gearfried is gonna pop that, so that pops the Calcifia. But there is another, and that is gonna come down and attack over the Gearfried. Yeah. Now Otaku Egi very low on cards, but Username has no outs to Calcifia at the moment. Not daring to attack. It could be DD Warrior Lady, so I get it. Enemy controller is activated to take the Calcifia. That's gonna be used to tribute summon Joker's Knights. And, it's not gonna attack into the Man-Eater Bug. Okay, taking things slow. Here is Gearfried that is gonna attack into Man-Eater Bug, but here is a Quaking Mirror Force. I'm not sure why the Quaking was already used, but yeah. Otaku Egi drawing into Sabersaurus. They could do a very cute thing. Man-Eater Bug destroy their own baby Ceratosaurus. They're not going for that. Passing the turn. Username is gonna once again tribute summon the Joker's Knight. That is gonna attack the Man-Eater Bug, which is gonna pop the Joker's Knight, which will be shuffled back into the deck thanks to Medora. Yeah, that's the second time this is happening. So putting back the 2 Joker's Knight and a Calcifia, and play goes back to Egi, who draws Medora, but he's springing into action now. Man-Eater Bug is flipped. That's 1950 damage if it connects. But Zoma the Spirit after or before the attack of Man-Eater Bug. Medora is going to be stopped by Sphere Kribo, and the turn passes back. So yeah, notably Egi was on 30 cards, so they are in no fear of decking out, especially since they are also playing those Medoras. So DD Warrior Lady attacking over the Man-Eater Bug. And maybe DD Warrior Lady should have attacked the Medora and banished it. And Zoma over the Man-Eater Bug? I don't know. Anyway, we are gonna see Username drawing their Joker's Knight again. But the 2 King's Knights are in the graveyard already, so they are kinda dead. They'll have to be tribute summoned at some point. Egi with the swords. Saber is gonna try to attack over Zoma, but here is a Blast with Chain. That's quite the swing in momentum, but yeah, Survival's End is finally drawn. And I'm not sure whether Zoma is treated as a normal monster for Survival's End. I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, here is a tribute summon of Joker's Knight. Username with the Rota to search out Gearfried. And still no attacks, so both players very passive, waiting for the right times to strike. Again, tribute summon Joker's Knight, so that way username can avoid decking out, I think. Yeah, Medora is gonna shuffle back the Joker, a Calciphilia and a Sabersaurus. Still no attacks thanks to Swords of Fleeting Lights. Here's Hyper Hammerhead being flip summoned, and that is gonna try to attack into the Joker's Knight. Yeah, so forcing the opponent to keep tribute summoning it. Yeah, here he is once again. But username has to keep getting them into the graveyard to prevent decking out. One card left in deck, so this duel won't be long anymore. Otaku Egi is gonna call Joker's Knight for the Gravekeeper's Trap, and indeed it is gonna be Joker's Knight drawn for, oh, only, yeah, okay, we see 3 Joker's Knights, yeah. Yeah, it might be over. Gearfried is summoned, Blast to Chain, that's gonna pop the Joker's Knight and the Gravekeeper's Trap. And in the end phase, Joker's Knight is gonna put back the King's Knight. But I think username should have decked out in their own end phase because the draw of Battle City Bestie is mandatory. Anyway, I don't think it's gonna matter because here we are gonna see, yeah, Calciphilia coming out, trying to attack over the Gearfried. Double kunai. So username is gonna do a final bit of damage, but yeah, username saying you don't have quaking, surely, but he does. So after this grueling playoff for a top 4 spot of 50 minutes, we are gonna see Otaku Egi taking their rightful place in the top 4. So a very intense grind game. So if you're into that sort of stuff, then Speed Duel might just be for you. We're again gonna see the Poker Knights, this time with the Battle City Slugger skill, against Idox, who is on a Gravekeeper's share if you play. Idox is gonna set the Spy, set some back row. Caesar is gonna try to attack over the Spy. Yeah, that is indeed gonna be successful. This Gearfried is at 19 due to a Battle City Slugger, but Idox is gonna summon out the Descendant. Normal summon the Gravekeeper's Curse, that's gonna be a bit of damage. And on resolution of the curse, Offerings is gonna try to take out the Descendant, but there is a Book of Moon. Descendant is gonna be flip summoned. That's gonna be met with Blast with Chain. So Red Eyes Gearfried is gonna try to pop, but here is Divine Wrath. So Caesar is left with nothing, and Idox can just cleanly attack for game. GG. Let's see, no Spy this time for Idox. Caesar does have the Gearfried and the Blast with Chain, plus the Joker's Knight, so ideal opening hand. And this Joker's Knight has 2200, so it could attack over a potential Spy, but it's not a Spy, it's Recruiter, which is going to search Descendant. And Needy Warrior Lady gets in for 17. Idox has the life points wrong, but some things are going wrong. Yeah, but yeah. Gonna set the curse, and that is gonna be met with Shield Crush. normal summon the Gearfried. And yeah, Quaking Mirror Force is gonna do its thing. Idox now has the Necro Valley, normal summons the Descendant, is gonna pass the turn, not gonna attack. Caesar with the enemy controller is gonna take the Descendant, is gonna tribute it for the Joker's Knight, is gonna try to attack for game. Here is a Rite of Spirit. Gonna summon out the Recruiter in defense mode, and DD Warrior Lady is just gonna try to banish that, but Book of Moon is there to save Idox. Set another copy of Recruiter. Joker's Knight is gonna run that over. Oh, I didn't see. Caesar sided from Battle City Slugger into Battle City Bestie, so not getting the boost. I didn't even realize. Yeah, so the life points are correct. Yeah, DD Warrior Lady is gonna be banishing that Recruiter. Yeah, Idox is gonna defend from the Gearfried with the Book of Moon, but yeah, the resources are getting thin. We again see Book of Moon preventing the Blast with Chain from resolving, but an enemy controller is going to be the nail in the coffin for Idox. So 1-1. And here we are going to see, yeah, Caesar still on a Bestie, so not sliding back into the Slugger. I'm gonna start off with Joker's Knight, and they have an excellent opening hand. Yeah, they just are lacking the Gearfried, but they have plenty of other removal. This Shield Crush is looking very, very juicy into the Gravekeeper Spy. And here is the Red Eyes Gearfried. Joker's Knight attacks directly for 2000. Idox does have the Recruiter to defend with 2000 defense. Caesar is gonna try to blow it up with Blast with Chain on Gearfried, but Book of Moon again being excellent. And the Joker attacks into the 2000 defense Recruiter. Here's another one of those. As this Recruiter tries to attack over the Gearfried, but in the damage step, Blast with Chain, that's gonna destroy the Necro Valley as well as the face down card. But Necro Valley is gone, so Recruiter doesn't kill the Red Eyes, right? Yeah, players are realizing that, yeah. King's Knight is summoned, Gearfried to attack, and Caesar is gonna go full offensive, and was that gonna be it? 2000 onto this Recruiter, and 400 damage and 18 damage, so yeah, that was it. So Caesar moving on to the finals. The other top 4 match is Otaku Egi versus Stevie, aka the South City Duelist, who is on Amazonas, so this deck still doing pretty well. Here we're gonna see Princess always in the opening hand of every Amazonas player. Set a few cards, and yep, they are playing it with the Room for Growth skill, so yeah, letting the little Amazonas monsters gain some attack points. Declare attack. Oh, wait, even before battle phase, the Gravekeeper's Trap is activated. Yeah. So pitch 1 to add Calcifidia, and South City Duelist, or Stevie should I say, is not even going to attack. Stevie in the chat saying, weird that we have Fossil Dig and Tanky, but they see like no play. Yeah. Manager Bug Flip Summoned, that's gonna destroy the Princess, which very neatly plays around the, what's it called? The Onslaught, which isn't there, but Eggy doesn't know that. Oh, it is there, yeah, and Eggy knows it, yeah. I'm not paying attention, it is too damn warm here. Manager Bug trying to attack, but here is the Onslaught, special summoning out the Queen. And Eggy passes turn. Now the queen does lose the boost from Onslaught. Princess is summoned, adding Call. Yep. We're gonna see the queen, or before the battle phase, Amazon Strap is activated, pitch Medora at Calciphilia. So now Stevie knows about 2 Calciphilia in hand. Queen is gonna attack into the Maneater Bug and banish it, but Calciphilia doesn't care, just says destroyed. Attacks over Sabersaurus. South City Duelists, or Stevie, then special summoning the tiger. What was I missing in Calciphilia's text? We'll see it right away. And now it is Stevie who has the Calciphilia in hand. If the face of Earth monster you control, destroy a battle or the opponent's card effect. And the sending from deck to graveyard is completely optional, so I'm not sure what was going on there. The people smarter than I am will let me know in the comments down below. Sabersaurus attacking over the Medora and Stevie special summoning Calciphilia. Yep. We're seeing Galaxy Cyclone coming in from the sideboard to take out the bluffs at Fossil Dig. And now taking out the swords. Such a nice card, such a nice card. Galaxy Cyclone is gonna target and destroy the Twister. Very unfortunate for Eggy. If the Survival's End had been targeted, he could have just chained it. Here is a Tiger, gonna try to attack over the Sabersaurus, but here is the Survival's End. To Survival's End, the Soul and Luna is gonna be chained, so flipping the Tiger and the Sabersaurus face down. Okay, yeah. So now Eggy really needs a baby. Flipping up the Amazon's Tiger. Yeah, so the Tiger is flipped face up again. It's gonna attack the Maneater Bug, and that's gonna take out the Calciphilia. Normal summon the Medora, flip the other Maneater Bug to destroy the Tiger, and now Stevie is very low on resources. There is a Curse of Anubis, but doesn't want to use that yet. Probably still not going to use it. You really want to use that Curse of Anubis in a combination with the Grave Effect of Amazon's Skull. But things are looking very, very downhill for Stevie, who now has to use Soul and Luna. We see Maneater Bug attacking the Scouts. Or not. Apparently not. Must have been a misplay. Misclick. Stevie finally with the Princess. That's gonna search Call. Searching the Onslaught. Swords is going to be popped by a Galaxy Cyclone. These Galaxy Cyclones really putting in work. And already using the Grave effects. Yeah, you can use both effects during the same turn. So Prince is going to attack over the Maneater Bug, then attack over the Medora. And we see the big boy coming out, Calciphilia. Yeah, this is awkward. Eggy has to summon it in attack position, so otherwise the princess would run over it. But luckily there is no enemy controller. And Curse of Anubis, if that were activated, then the princess would also be switched to defense position. Medora is gonna shuffle back. to Medora and the Survival's End. And Eggy is gonna chain their own Medora and put back the 2 swords and a fossil dig. So both Medoras resolve as much as possible. Now we're gonna see Eggy attack, or try to attack over the princess, but here is a Curse of Anubis. Yeah, Also the princess coming right off the top, and another call which is gonna search queen. Everyone to attack position. Stevie gonna try to attack for game, but here is the Quaking Mirror Force. Yeah, gonna chain the scouts to make some room on the board. And still in the battle phase, here is Onslaught. That's gonna special summon the queen. The queen is gonna attack over the Calciphilia, and not special summoning the other. Am I missing something here? Yeah, Eggy will have to explain himself down below. Fossil Dig for Sabersaurus. Gonna activate Survival's End. Yeah, that's a bit too soon, Eggy. Survival's End's Grave Effect is gonna pop the baby and the Onslaught, and the baby is gonna special summon the Hyper Hammerhead, which is gonna attack over the princess. Now Stevie attacks over the Hammerheads, so the queen will be bounced to the hand, and the Calciphilia is special summoned from the hand. So Eggy is really crawling back into a good position, and yeah, Stevie gonna scoop this one up. Wow, that was a really good one. Alright, game number 3. Eggy is gonna pick for skill, yeah, still Battle City Bestie, so it seems like, as I predicted, is more of a game 1 plan. Galaxy Cyclone gets rid of the Quaking. And Scouts is gonna try to attack into the Phasa monster, but that's not Maneater Bug, it's Medora. Yeah, painful. Gonna normal summon Sabersaurus, attack over the Scouts, and Medora is gonna get in directly. So Stevie immediately very low on life points. Curse of Anubis is gonna protect them, but wow, Curse of Anubis only switches effect monsters to defense mode, so Sabersaurus can still try to attack. Stevie with an excellent top deck, it's the Amazonos Onslaught, but leaving Tiger up with only 200 life points, that might be a bit risky, no? We are gonna see Space Typhoon, and a Fossil Dig for Sabersaurus to go for game. Yeah, the Onslaught is gonna try to special Princess, but Medora is gonna put that back even. Yeah, and now Fossil Dig for Sabersaurus for game. Okay, so Eggy moving on to the finals, where they are gonna be taking on Caesar. And you might be able to tell by the video's length, this is a quick finals. Eggy with the Sabersaurus, the trusty Sabersaurus that got him to the finals, but Caesar's hand is cracked. Here is a Joker's Knight, here is Gearfeet, and Battle City Slugger is Caesar's game 1 plan. Joker is gonna try to attack Sabersaurus, but chaining offering Survival's End, or rather chaining offerings to the Doomed to Survival's End. That's gonna be it, because this is 22, this is 2000, and that's a bluff set Fossil Dig. So Caesar quickly taking game number 1. Let's see how game number 2 goes. We see Caesar going first, and both players have sided into Battle City Bestie. Yeah, here is Joker's Knight, a set Queen's Knight, enemy controller being set, the blaster chain being set. And the Queen's Knight gets run over. Normal summon King's Knight, and here is Joker's Knight trying to attack over the Sabersaurus. Otaku Egi dropping the Calcifidia, but here is enemy controller, a card that Otaku Egi did not see coming. So taking the Calcifidia and attacking directly for game. So GG's to Caesar for winning this winner box. Guys, I was Ryan Ellis. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't also already. Bye.